I'm a returning student in my second year at Embry-Riddle Prescott. I applied for housing and I just received my lottery number.
Congratulations! Now you are going to go through the room selection. This is where you will be able to pick your specific room. The lower your number, the earlier you will pick your room. Lottery numbers are assigned based on class standing, with graduate students and seniors getting better numbers than juniors, and so on.
I know I want to live in the new hall, but I heard that it's for freshmen. Can I live in it next year?
As a returning student, you get to pick your room. Next year, returning students will be living in the Village Apartments and Suites, Thumb Butte Apartments, and Thumb Butte Suites. Apartments typically fill up fast, so those students picking last might not get into an apartment.
That's awesome. I know I want to try and get that new apartment. I have some friends that I want to live with. Can I choose my roommates too?
Yes, as long as your friends also received lottery numbers. You cannot have someone live with you that did not go through room selection or is on the wait list. Also, you need to fill your room or your apartment, meaning if 3 of you want to live together, you need to find a 4th friend so you can fill the apartment. We do this so we can fit in as many roommate requests as possible.
I'm a sophomore and I have a pretty high lottery number, but I have a friend who's a senior. Can we both live together, and when do we get to pick our room?
Yes, as long as you both have lottery numbers and are the same gender, you can choose to live together. In fact, we encourage you to find some friends to live with. Once you know who you want to live with, compare lottery numbers. As a group, you can all use the lowest lottery number to pick your room.
So that I can use my senior friend's lottery number and I get to choose first. And I really want that room on the first floor, on the east, through which I can see the sunrise.
I'm a returning student as well, but I filled out my application pretty late and I'm on the wait list. Can I live with my friend who has a lottery number?
Unfortunately, waitlisted students cannot go through the room selection process until they receive a lottery number. However, if we get a cancellation, we will offer a lottery number to the next person on the wait list, so you may receive one before the day of room selection. Just because you were on the wait list does not mean housing will not be available later.
I like the roommates that I have now, but they're all moving off campus next year, and my parents really want me to stay on campus. Do you have any idea where I should start looking for roommates for next year?
Great question. I think we should get an RA's take on it.
I would really encourage you to start talking to people now. Ask if they're planning to live on campus next year. Think about what makes a good roommate in your mind. Do you care if the room is a mess, or does everything have to be put away all of the time? Do you stay up until 4 a.m. playing video games? I have seen friendships end because 2 people thought living together would be great because they were friends. But one woke up early for ROTC, while the other stayed up later working on Space Mech. One played Xbox, and the other dominated at PlayStation. One was Mac, and the other one was PC. The differences can go on and on. They struggled to live together, and unfortunately, the friendship was impacted too. Rather than looking for your next BFF, when looking for a roommate, think about your living style. Find someone that stays up late too, or that is okay with the occasional late night game night with 7 people hanging out in the living room. Think about your current roommates, what makes them good or bad. Use that as a guide for finding the people you want to live with.
Yeah, I have a lottery number, but I'm also looking for a housing off campus. Hold on one second. Hello? Yes, I'd love to live there. Yeah, I'll come sign the lease right away. In an hour? Sure. Cool, thanks. So what do I do now?
If you know you are not going to live on campus next year, you need to break your contract with housing. You are able to break your contract before April 1st with no reason and no penalty. You are able to cancel between April 2nd and May 1st without reason, but there is a $200 cancellation fee. After May 1st, you must meet the requirements and the terms and conditions to break your contract, and there is an $800 fee. Because we have students on the wait list who are in limbo for housing, we do ask that you contact housing as soon as possible to cancel your contract if you know you will not want or need your on-campus room. Do you have more questions about housing for next year? Contact our office at 928-777-3744 or email us at prhouse, PRHOUSE, @erau.edu. You can check out our Facebook page where we will be posting dates and tips on housing selection. Like our page, Embry-Riddle Prescott, Department of Housing and Residence Life.